Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and there's a lot of new content in the game I wanted to cover. Yes, the crossover is here and I'll get to it shortly, but first, normal co-op has been updated. We also have Leviathan summon now, so definitely do it for the first clear rewards, but that's not all. They have also reset clears on Ramu, so you can do all those 3 battles again for crystals, and then those normal bosses on weekly rotations. They also received 2 extra battle stages, so you can get 200 crystals from each of those 3 bosses. Those 2 new battle stages are also very good, especially the last one, because it's the first time we can actually farm purple synth catalysts. As for Leviathan, we got a lot of battle stages, but essentially we got same battles as in solo with an EX stage included. It's the first EX co-op for us right now, and it's a little bit confusing to me because that EX co-op is the same as solo. We can't farm this battle at all because we only get this initial reward and then nothing, so we get 500 noble memories, which is huge, but we will likely need to team up privately with people to clear this because it's this clear once and never again battle, so I'm guessing not a lot of people will matchmake for it. But regardless, if you plan to clear it or not, this battle doesn't reward crystals, so you won't miss out on those. Then of course we have our Monster Hunter crossover, Rathalos in the Midgard Skies, and it's a long one. It'll end on July 2nd, so we'll have it for a little bit over a month. But it's a big anniversary event where we can get a very nice login bonus, so 3000 crystals here, another 3000 crystals with some gacha tickets and even a 5-star weapon voucher for everyone. And we also have crossover campaign missions, which are very easy to clear, and this last one we should be able to clear today after reset. But that's not all, because for the first time we have a bingo board. I've seen this in some other gacha games, and even FF The City Opera Omnia had it, but it's essentially a lot of freebies for us. We have missions we need to clear on every page, and after we clear them they disappear, and as soon as we clear all of them we move to the second page. And also we get some nice rewards. Shinra copy on the event copy on the first page, then 1000 crystals here, and then a very nice wallpaper on the final page, the Rathalos wallpaper, which in my opinion looks outstanding, and I would say it's the most impressive looking wallpaper in Ever Crisis so far, given how high quality and dynamic it looks like. But that's not all. Even though we are on the first page, we already have the game already counts our progress towards those other missions in those upcoming pages, so that's very nice because it won't be overly grindy, and we also get even a 5-star gacha ticket from the last page. Then we have crossover events, which I think is a big improvement compared to what we had in the FF9 crossover. If you remember, the FF9 story was very underwhelming because we only got a prologue and epilogue, and there was no story in the story. Most we saw was characters entering a portal and then exiting a portal, and there was nothing else. But here we have the same format as the Rebirth crossover, with us getting a full story with some battles and then normal event battles we can use to farm for event medals. And personally, I haven't even started with the story, as you saw, and all I did was first co-op clears, and that's everything. But it's interesting that in solo we don't have any EX battles, at least yet, but instead they name them M1 and M2. I remember these things from the City Opera Omnia, but I'm not sure. It's a little bit confusing, but we'll see what we get in the upcoming weeks. Also, I have to mention I am very impressed by the scale and quality of this crossover. Rathalos boss looks amazing and also has some really good animations, and we even have this Monster Hunter themed ending graphic after we beat the boss, so it feels like they really went out to make this crossover be as good as they could. But the shop also looks great. We have 20 Sephiroth event copies, which you don't have to buy all of them. because we can get parts and even copies of this sort from battles. Mithril ingots, amazing. Same with yellow catalysts and mithril ore, but most of the shop honestly looks amazing. Character memories and of course mostly Sephiroth weapon parts, 100 of them, that's great. But also if you scroll down to the very bottom, you can get quite a lot of gil, 1000 gil, and we can buy it 100 times. So honestly, most of this shop is very much worth getting. But we also have this separate tab in the store, Rathalos Mantle, and this box you can buy it 3 times. I'm not sure if it's 3 times for the entirety of this event, or it will refresh at some point, maybe like weekly or something. But if you use Rathalos Mantle currency, you can get it 3 times and you'll get some random amount of crystals from it. And yeah, I'm not sure if it will refresh or we will get more of these. We'll see. Personally, I got Rathalos Mantle from Chocobo Expeditions because we have 2 new crossover areas to explore, and Rathalos Mantle can drop from either of these, so use your best Chocobos either on Sandy Plains or Volcano and hope it will drop at some point. Also, even if you explore 100% on an area, you don't get any reward for that. But we also have our classic portal, but this Palico is new, this cat companion. I'm not yet sure what purpose does he have. I talked to him the first time when I logged in, and ever since he is just repeating the dialogue and not doing anything, so I'm not sure if he's there just for the crossover or he might serve some purpose, like give us something once a day. We'll see. Free daily draw is back for 28 days, so don't forget about pulling on these every day. And also there are more free draws. Crossover Volume 1 guarantees at least 3 5-star copies, and it's only Volume 1, so we'll get Volume 2 and 3 soon. And then we have also Step Up Draw with a free pull for everyone, but the rest of this draw costs red crystals, so it will cost 9000 red crystals per full rotation. But on step 7 you get an exclusive weapon copy of your choice, so it's either Zack or Cloud. And also in this step up draw you can get this newest Sephiroth and Nanaki Crash Banner weapon. They are only in this weapon pool here, nowhere else, and it means if you get lucky you can get a copy because it's all random in this step up draw. But of course we also have our first crossover banner, which, like in all other crossovers, those weapons are fully limited and won't appear anywhere else outside of this particular crossover. But yeah, you cannot get those crash weapons in this banner yet. It's after the banner expires, then you'll be able to get it. But this first banner features Cloud and Zack, and honestly it's an outstanding banner, but I will look closer at it in a separate video. Also, yes, crossover has begun, but we have Golden Bumper shop updates. We got second shop with tickets and character memories for all characters, and this event will end on June 9th, but I strongly encourage you not to miss out on any of those character memories. It's 40 memories per character, so it's 3 days worth of doing dailies for each particular character. So in my opinion it is very much worth spending your stamina on it to get those medals, because it's a very important resource. Also, that's not all, because if you scroll down you can get endless amount of gil from that. 1000 gil for 100 silver medals. It means it's the best way to stock up on gil if you need it. I still need to finish up leveling my characters, but I've done the math and I still need to farm some medals to be able to buy all of these. Then 6 hours after daily reset we are scheduled to get Crisis Dungeon for First Soldier Chapter 7. We will always get Crisis Dungeon with a new chapter. It didn't happen here most likely because we had a lot of those early game dungeons rerunning, so we are getting a little bit later. But we get normal, hard and very hard, and the normal one will come with a new material recipe. The current monthly season pass expires tomorrow, but it's already been shared what the new wallpaper will look like for the upcoming season pass we get on Sunday. We'll get the most beautiful and perfect Sephiroth wallpaper. It's just perfect with both young and the iconic adult Sephiroth on Midgar Highway with Ever Crisis sky colors. You know, Ever Crisis has those exact colors and Midgar in the background on the key art and official wallpapers for Ever Crisis. But this wallpaper is perfect and I can't actually believe we are getting that. It's just perfect, too perfect. And lastly we have this new crossover celebration shop, which looks fine for the most of it, but personally I'm disappointed because since half anniversary they would often give us a new banner, and they would also give us a character weapon parts bundle with that. So in this case we have Cloud and Zack banner, and we would get a bundle with Cloud and Zack like this, and then we also get a single character weapon parts pack for 3000 red crystals. So it's very disappointing because I was hoping for that very much, because it was a very nice way to be able to stock up some character weapon parts, which I was hoping to do. But anyway, it's not here, so that's disappointing, but we still have some good offers like this. This is an outstanding offer. 2 gacha tickets for 300 crystals. This is it. This is amazing. This one's also nice, I think, but this 300 is fine, especially if you want to progress with Highwind faster. But the other ones, yeah, it's overall it's a nice shop. I'm glad Sephiroth is back with Glenn, but now Cloud is with Nanaki. And yes, Nanaki is a good character unit, but if you don't actively use him, he doesn't really have any good sub-weapons you could use. So I don't really value his weapon parts. So this, personally, for me, it's not worth. Because it's Nanaki, and Nanaki, as I said, doesn't get many weapons that are good as sub-weapons. So this Cloud bundle is much less interesting for me because of Nanaki. But yeah, a lot is happening in Ever Crisis right now, and I think I have covered everything. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.